Hey everybody. So thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you, Morris Arts. What a privilege it is to be a part of this teaching family here of teaching artists. So this is so cool. I'm so excited to share with you all about the Number Drummer virtual program called The Math Machine. So those of you that have never had me in your schools before, my name is Troy and I am a musician and I worked in education I've been working in education for over 20 years. I was a classroom teacher for 13. I worked in curriculum and instruction for a couple of years, and I've done professional development and have done some stuff with university students as well. So the classroom and working with your students is where I am super duper comfortable and just, I love teaching. So what I want to do is show you exactly what this virtual program kind of looks like. So those of you that have had me live in your schools, when students come in the room, every single student gets an instrument, everybody's performing, the whole room is just rocking. But now what does it look like? So I'm going to show you a couple of short videos. One I call the Kapow video, and then the other one will give you kind of a idea of what the actual virtual program looks like, what students experience. And then after that, you have questions. You can shoot those questions in the Q&A. And then I'm also going to kind of give you the top 3 that I've been asked the most. And there's one that I get asked like 3 times a day. So let me go ahead. I'm going to share my screen and give you a chance to kind of see these couple of videos. All right, I'm going to fire away.
Hear all this.
All right, that's the first little video. And then this next one here will give you an idea of what the process looks like. And I think I lost my share here for a second. Let me pop this back up. Here we go. Here is video number 2 here.
Time for a sneak peek into the new virtual experience from Number Drummer, the Math Machine. You'll discover how a drum set is a math machine. Now, you get to make choices. You get to decide. And whether you're at home or at school, you get to play along. Now you give it a try. Here we go. Would you like to choose the kick or a trash can? Excellent choice. Here we go. Now remember, you can play along with drums, sticks, or body percussion like clap, pat, or stomp. Well done. Time for a connection. Now this is what the kick drum played. 16 pieces. That's right. That's nothing but fractions. Now those 16 sixteenths are the same as 8 eighths. And 8 eighths are the same as 4 fourths. And 4 fourths are the same as 2 halves, which are equal to 1 whole. That's right. The whole thing was 16 pieces of kick drum. That's nothing but fractions. But there's more where that came from, so stay connected for more sneak peeks or visit numberdrummer.com to schedule your own virtual experience.
So there you have it. There's a couple little snapshots for you of what the program looks like. So I'm going to quickly take a look here. I don't see anything in the Q&A, but that's okay because let me give you my top 3. So number 1 question I've been asked by far is how does the engagement look now when it's virtual? Because of course before every single student would have an instrument in their hands. So really you can be as practical or as elaborate as you want. So of course the engagement now is left up to you moms and dads at home or schools if this is happening in the classroom, say through the smart board or within that kind of setting. So let's start with students at home. first of all, you have everything at your disposal. So if you want to use a real instrument like a drum set, cajon, congas, guitar, piano, trumpet, violin, every single instrument can be used. So all these instruments behind me that you see, that's the real deal. It's not just a poster of instruments. Those are all my instruments that I would travel around with and integrate into the program. So you can use anything. But of course, you can use everything around you as well. Pencils, sticks, a cardboard box works awesome. So if Amazon's been at your house, you have an instrument, and then after you're done drumming on it, into recycling it goes. So it works great as well. So students at school, in the classroom, what's so great about this experience is because now with the social distancing and everything, you have everything you need right in front of you. And the great part is you don't have to say a word either. So you can just use body percussion, you can clap, you can stomp, you can pat, or you can use your pencils, you can tap on a book. The neat thing about doing this virtual session called the Math Machine is you are learning how all the different parts of the drum set are built, and they're using nothing but math. And every single part of that drum set is a piece of math. Is that not awesome? So you have a choice. The other cool part, besides choosing instruments, you also get a chance to choose, how hard do I want to make this for myself? Do I want to challenge myself today? Do I want to master one thing first? You can play all three parts at the same time if you want. So with body percussion, you can stomp like you're kicking the kick drum. You can clap like you're going to be doing that snare drum. You can pat your lap like if it's going to be or snare or hi-hat. So whatever you want to do. And again, if you have real instruments, you can use those as well. So everything that you have there can be used. And if you want to kick back and absorb, you can do that as well. The other neat thing about this whole experience is all of the math is targeted for your grade level. If you're talking about a large group, if you're talking K5, K2, even 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I know Barbara mentioned I really do focus most on K5, but I work with 6th grade as well. Probability, algebra, ratios, that is a sweet spot for number drumming. So, which leads me to my second question I get asked a lot, and that is, what kind of groupings do you recommend? So traditionally, just like before, K2, 3, 5, because the cool part about a number drummer experience is the math. It works for the math targets every single group. So if you're looking at drumming that math, it could look like algebra for one person, and it could look like fractions for another, or it could just look like counting. So you'll see how all math is connected as well. So that's the other awesome thing about it. So, and then the one thing that I've been asked the most this year is to do grade level sessions. So something I'm offering now, and you can connect with me and I can tell you more about it. They are sessions designed for every single grade level. And so because I've taught all the way from K up, I feel really confident and really comfortable with the curriculum and with your state standards. So teachers in a grade level can say, hey, you know what, this would be great. We're doing fractions in the month of December, or we're doing algebra in the month of March, and every grade level can have it tailored for them. So, hey, you have something that you can actually use for your kids that is, targets what you're teaching, that goes along with your pacing guide. The other question, I wrote this down as well because I did not want to forget to tell you. So the other neat thing about the virtual performance is students get to, it's not only is it interactive in the sense of playing an instrument, but you also get a chance to interact with the screen. So when I do one-to-one kind of stuff, you actually can touch the screen and actually choose the instrument as you saw from that demo. But when it's a large group, how on earth does that work? So I use some of the features within, of course, in Zoom, the polling feature and things like that help determine what instruments are chosen that help create our drum set. So there's that element as well. And so please know that, hey, you got questions, you have customizations that you require, please don't hesitate to connect with me. One last look, hey, no questions still, but hey, I hope I hear from you. Again, what a privilege it is to offer this program to you, to be a part of the Morris Arts and the other artists that are with me today to do this. What a privilege it is to see their programs. Wow. So thank you so much, Barbara, and thank you so much, Tom, and thank you, Morris Arts, and teachers, schools in New Jersey. Hope I get a chance to virtually visit you this year. All right, guys, take care.